Hey, shalom, shalom, Israel. Before I get started, as always, we give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Wa'arakakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the men who rule very well over Israel, and also the same men that taught us this truth. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, the men that are out pushing His word throughout the four corners of the earth in faith, love, sincerity, and in diligence. And to those sisters that are learning, and to those that support the ministry, Shalom. Yes, the brother Yakana from the GMS Houston camp, coming back once again with another installment of GMS Practicals. And I wanted to go into a brief lesson this afternoon about Esau Edom, man, the so-called white man, and his pride. His pride is going to be his downfall, man. Um, as the Spirit say, pride go before destruction, and a haughty heart before the fall. And there's no other creature on the face of this planet more proud than Esau Edom, man. But his pride is going to be his own undoing because he honestly believes that he's going to be able to put himself on the level of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God. But the Most High is setting these dudes up for absolute failure, man, because everything is brewing. With all the trouble that's going on in the East, man, they are starting to find out that Putin is not playing games, man. But this devil, he's proud too. They all are, man. But again, that pride and that the Most High putting that spirit on them, even when they don't want to fight, they're going to fight. So World War III, the third war, is inevitable. It's going to happen. But this man's pride forces him to push on, to persevere in thinking that somehow he can upset these prophecies, which is total insanity, man. But look who we're dealing with. We're dealing with a sick, psychotic, lying, thieving, murderous, ravenous bastard, who is a bastard, by the way, because he hadn't been adopted back like Jacob was. He's a ravenous beast in the earth, man. But I'm going to just jump into these scriptures and pray that this lesson be edifying. And I'm going to start with Obadiah 3. It says, the pride of thine heart had deceived thee. He's so proud that his pride has deceived him, made him disillusioned. He's delusional, man, because of his pride. He's so proud, he won't admit, one, he ain't never been to the moon. If he had, he'd colonized it by now. Two, that he can never be in the shoes or sit on the same level as the Most High, Yahweh, man. There's no way. But his pride has deceived him to make him keep going. He's working day and night, sun up to sundown. Like that old Michael Jackson song, you got me working day and night, you know. But it's all behind his pride, man, that he honestly thinks that he can do it, man. He can upset the prophecies, and I mean, he's going all in. And as it says in Revelation 12 and 12, that he knows he has but a short time, so he's about to come down with great wrath. But even in that, he's proud enough to think that he's going to actually be able to sit in the seat of the Most High and control this world the same way that the Most High does, man. So it says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, coming from those Caucasus mountains, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? He's asking that question, who's going to stop me? Shit, I can't be stopped. That's proud, man. It was a boastful comment made like that with the Titanic on her maiden voyage, which happened to be her last voyage. Her maiden voyage was her final voyage. But one of the directors, I think it was, one of them Edomites said that this ship is so big and strong and powerful, not even God Himself could sink the ship. And the Most High was like, "Oh yeah, watch this." And then bam, the rest is, as they say, history. You know, I'm gonna just sit this iceberg right here, and then the rest is gonna do itself. You know, but he says, "Who shall bring me down to the ground?" He honestly believes there's nobody out there that can stop him. That's proud. You know, it's one thing when a boxer goes into a match and he's about to step in the ring and he's like, "Man, this dude can't beat me." That's confidence. But this ain't that. This dude thinks he can somehow topple the plans, the prophecies, the plans of the Heavenly Father, man. You know, that's insanity. That's being delusional, man. You know, but that's what it said at the beginning of the verse. The pride of his heart, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. You know, in his mind is gone, but his mind is about to be blown. You know, who shall bring me down to the ground? Yahushua, when he comes back, the Son of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Yahushua is going to bring you down in the worst way. He's coming back and he's going to lay waste to this place, man. I was rolling through downtown today in Houston and I just looked around, man. And I do that from time to time. Like, look at all these buildings, all these skyscrapers, all this time that Esau proudly built these buildings, man, and stuck his chest out every time he put up a new skyscraper. All the time that it took Esau to build this shit, the Lord's going to destroy it all in an hour. And not just here, this whole country known as America, aka Babylon, the land of confusion, man. In an hour's time, this place is going to be gone. It'll be desolate. There won't be nothing left here. It'll all be gone in an hour's time. But this proud bastard honestly believes that he can upset a force that can destroy this whole land in an hour. That's pride, man. That's proud. That ain't that boxer getting in the ring saying he been talking a lot of shit. And that shit he said about my mama, I'm whipping his ass. That's confidence. And whether he wins or not, you know, it's gonna be what it is. But this ain't that, man. This dude is going up against a force that's, well, I mean, there's nothing that you couldn't even fathom. You can't dream of nothing to come up against the power of the Most High, man. We jump over here to Habakkuk chapter 5, and it says, "Behold, chapter 2, Salakia, start at verse 4, it says, Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him, lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. His soul is not upright. He's not a righteous man in no shape, form, or fashion. There's no righteous or no upright Edomite on the face of this earth. Never has been, never will be. They're liars, thieves, and murderers. Check their track record. Look at their MO. That's all they've ever been, and that's all they're going to be." Verse 5, it says, "Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine, which is his philosophy, and everything about him is contrary to the words of the Most High." Anything you find in the scriptures, Esau's wine, his philosophy, is against it, you know, every time. He is a proud man. There it is. Called him right out. Didn't beat around the bush. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. And this is clearly a description of Esau, the so-called white man. You It's no denying that. Who's always all around the world going into other countries trying to tell them how they should live, following Christianity and democracy? But what they really bringing is death and destruction. That's his MO. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. So no matter what he does, how much he gets, and he got it all, you know, but that was his blessing. When Isaac blessed him, he said, you're going to have to do a heaven and the fatness of the land. But everything you get, you're going to get by the sword. And he did. And he got it. And it ain't enough because of his pride. He's jealous of himself, man. Sirach 14, verses 5 and 6, you know, he that is evil to himself, to whom can he be good? And when you go into verse 6, he's jealous of himself, man. But here it says he can never have enough because enough ain't never enough for him. He cannot be satisfied, but gather up unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. He wants to rule all nations and all people just as the Most High rules, man. But it ain't going to happen. But his pride won't let him stop. And that's the spirit that the Most High put on Esau, the spirit of pride. Even if he wanted to, he can't, because that spirit is on him to do so. And that pride won't let him stop, you know. You ever heard somebody say, man, I want to throw in the towel. I want to quit, man. But my pride just won't let me do it, you know. Yeah, this is what's going on with him. His pride won't let him stop, man. He won't admit, I can't do this. I'm not as powerful as the Most High. I'll never be on his level. His pride won't let him say nothing like that, man. But then for him to say that, he'd have to tell the truth. That's what that would be. And he's nothing but a liar. So he would never tell the truth, man. You know, he's going to ride this out to the bitter end, man. Like old boy said on that movie, with Will Smith and I can't think of the name of that movie, where they was gamblers and con men and all that stuff. He said, the old man, his daddy told him, he said, you die with the lie. And that's exactly what's going to happen to this devil. He's going to have to die with the lie, man. So, um, that was it on that. Like I said, I just wanted to go into that briefly because that was just on my spirit. It's like you see Esau out and about, man, and you meet some of these Edomites. These are the most proud people you'll ever meet, man. And for nothing. Because everything, all his plans are going to come to naught. To naught. But it is what it is, man. So that was it on that. I just wanted to go into that briefly. So I'll go ahead and end it with that. So until next time, Abaratazah. Shalom.